like they don't know. Now you know. COS, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on, man? Welcome to MUHLARKEY with Markie. Here with that man, the logo boss, graphic design extraordinaire, wing enthusiast, art director. I mean, what can we say about the man he ain't done, man? Glorious. Thanks to be here, man. Ty Johnson Sr., man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. All thanks to you, man. Been putting it together for a while. I'm just happy to have you here, man.
Man, I'm glad to be here. All praise to God.
Yeah. I want to just go ahead and touch base, man. Like I say, go give yourself a shout out if you want to, man. Let the people know where they can find you.
Facebook, Ty Johnson Sr., and Instagram, Art by Wolf. Wolf spelled W-U-L-F.
Definitely look my man up on Instagram. Got some crazy stuff on there. Look him up. We'll go ahead and jump off into the questions with you, man. First question. What age did you start your graphic design and start getting with it?
I think I was like 20, 21, something like that.
Okay, when you started doing it, like, you know, what was your first, like, what was your first moment? Like, oh, I think I like this.
Actually, the first cover I ever did was my dog, Anthony Merriweather, Indiana Youngin.
Okay.
I don't even know how he knew I did art, but he asked me for a cover, so I did it for him, and he was like, what's your PayPal? I was like, PayPal for what? He was like, so I can pay you. I was like, people get paid to do this? After that.
Yeah, been going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, because that's just something crazy, and it's just like, you go there and you take off.
Yeah, it was quick.
That's all good to hear, too. Second question I got to ask, man. Who influenced you?
I was always, like, intrigued with graphic art, but what really made me want to do it was Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreak album, because it was just real simplistic. It was just the gray with the color bar on the side and a broken heart, and that was just fire to me. And ever since then, that was just like my goal. I wanted to create any kind of art, just create.
Okay, yeah, because, you know, folks only see Kanye now, but they don't remember that Kanye then.
Man.
And that college dropout.
College dropout was crazy.
From that to that 808.
And everything he did, people don't realize, like, Bape was already Bape, but Kanye took it.
Bape had everybody in Bape.
Man, come
on. But they don't understand that.
Yeah,
you know?
So
you got to take it there.
Kanye, he's Kanye, but dude's a genius. He's an artistic genius.
Correct. I want to go to the next question. Man, who in your family influenced you to, like, keep going? Like, they really like what you was doing. It's like, you know, keep doing it.
Definitely my mom. I'm real critical of myself, so a lot of stuff I do, like, I'll look at it and be like, nah, I'm not feeling that no more. I was doing art and I was just like, this is boring. Let me try something else. And mom's was like, nah, like, God gave you this talent and you good at it. So.
Right, and take it from there. Once mama ain't told no lie.
My son too. Like, anytime I'm doing something, he's always sitting right next to me. He calls everything a logo. So he'd be like, Daddy, that's a nice logo. So just him sitting with me, watching me, and telling me it's dope. That's a big one for me too.
Yeah, that's something completely extra when it's coming from that second seed and when it hitting, like, you know, it hit a little different at the keyboard.
Yeah.
Did you record that too? So that's good though, man. I want to get off into some other stuff, man. You back on the scene with your photography and videography this year. How is that going for you? You ain't been away from the game, but how is it putting your hands more back in the game, sprinkling a little bit more of yourself out there?
One thing I wanted to, like, really get back into with my art is I didn't want to just be a graphic designer. So, like, I want to create the image you have in your head, and I can't really do that through just digital stuff. I got to, like, take the picture myself. I got to be able to create what you see in your head. So I wouldn't say I'm back into photography, but when it comes to creating covers, yeah, because that's the only way I can make it perfect for you. Like, anybody can get online and save pictures and chop this. I want it to be intimate. Every piece of art I make, I want it to be intimate.
You want to create the whole actual art. You want the canvas. If you're going to let me create, give me a blank canvas. Don't give me a picture or something else you got from somebody else.
Yeah, I don't want nobody else.
Give me the whole canvas and let me do my magic for you.
Exactly.
Peace, love, and hair grease. Exactly. Okay. Next thing I want to get with you about, man. You're a wing enthusiast, man. When is it not a time to eat wings?
It ain't, bro. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, even when you sleep, get you some wings, like
a little wing sauce on the pillow, maybe wake up.
Bro, that's a good way to wake up. Get that heat in your nose. Come on, man.
You gotta have them hot.
You gotta have hot, and you gotta have a bone in, man. We grown men.
I digress.
Oh, nah.
Bone in, like you said.
Yeah,
bone is what we doing here.
Nah, we not. Nah, that's for your lady. Like, we grown men. We got beards. Come on, bro.
Choosing for the kids.
Say that for the babies, man. Get them the little
So with
nuggets.
that, what's your top 3 Wings. Or let me first get to this, man. Wings, wet or dry? Dry rub.
Bro, I gotta have mine wet.
Okay, say less.
I need
like
the
that.
sauce. I need the sauce. I gotta feel it.
Yeah. Okay. Heat, mild or sauce or zesty?
Man, I used to be like I said, I'm from the South, so I used to be a real big heat dude. But you know that big 3-0 is creeping up on me, so my stomach ain't what it used to be. So go ahead and slide me some barbecue or some mild, man.
Hey man, I hit that 31. I hit that 31 in December.
Man.
Listen, man, I get to work and be talking about I can't wait to get home from work to go to sleep. I don't know how it happened, but it did.
That 30 creeping up on me, my bones is popping, so I stay away from the spicy now.
Right. Next thing I want to ask you about, man. You was an art director recently. How do you feel about that and taking that into your next boom, ascending with that one? And how do you feel about that?
When it comes to art, like I feel like God gave everybody their own talent. And mine is art, and that just came from I see stuff different. So when it's one thing for me to just do your mixtape cover, but it's a whole nother thing for you to give me complete art direction. That gives me the opportunity to create. Like you give me the title, you give me your life, and I put it into this artwork. So I think the dope thing and what really pulled me towards that is like I feel like less of a man if I just give you something quick, something raggedy. Like I would feel bad if you put that out. So being an art director, it's more about caring and being an artist really.
Right, okay, yeah. Straight solid. Next question I got for you to get back onto the topic of questions. Is Lil Wayne the best rapper alive, true or false?
False.
Okay. In your opinion?
And I say that to say, man, I'm a huge battle rap fan. Matter of fact, Volume 7 is tonight at 5. I'm a huge battle rap fan. So when you hear somebody like, Wayne's tough, don't get me wrong. Like, mixtape Wayne, that was crazy. But when you have these battle rappers like Loaded Lux and Tay Rock saying some of the stuff they say, nah, Lil Wayne's not. He's not. I wouldn't even put him top 5.
Right, okay. On that. Next thing I want to ask about you, what do you got? What can the people look forward to seeing out of you more in 2021?
Honestly, man, I hope they just see the God in me. God's been doing a lot in my life, man, and I think with this pandemic, it gave me time to like slow down. You pray for something and then you get it, and then you just take off full speed running. You forget the basics. So with this pandemic, it helped me sit down. It helped me get rooted back in God. It helped me teach my son about God, and I could feel it. I could feel myself glowing, and it's just a happiness, and I want to spread God in everything I do.
Yeah, truth, man, truth and happiness, for real. Next thing I want to get off into you, man. Your years you got in the game. How has things changed, and what's left and came back?
I mean, like when I first started doing it, like I said, I did the cover for Indiana Young, and that was my first thing. But what really put me out there is my brother Mello. He started letting me do all their party flyers, and I used to just think it was dope, like as a young guy, to like go into these different places and see my flyers in there. But as times went on, it's like I've humbled myself a lot. So a lot of times, like I'll be at the store, see somebody walking past with my hoodie on, or see somebody walking past holding a business card that I did. So God's brought me through a lot. He's brought me a long way, and he's humbled me a lot, and it's just a blessing. That's all I can really say about it.
Good stuff, man. Always getting some respectful and always to be humbled, and especially with art, it's like, existence of the finest.
Yeah.
Next thing I really want to touch on, back to the questions, this thing with what can we expect in 2020, and how did it affect any of your networking?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. During the crisis, that's probably the most money I've ever made in art. I don't really check my bank account a lot, so one day I was just bored, checked it, and I was like, nah, I know I didn't make this. Like, let me go back through this, make sure the government, because I used to be in the military, make sure they didn't deposit something that ain't supposed to be here. So with the pandemic, it helped me a lot, and it helped me just like really focus, really start caring about the art that I'm putting out. Because, I don't really post my art, but people will tag me in it. So it really made me take more pride in what I do. It made me really sit down and focus and put the time in.
Yeah, you really covered the city in your art.
Yeah.
I mean, if people knew how much stuff you had your hands on inside the city,
yeah,
you need your own wall.
That
You know
would
what
be
I
dope.
mean? Especially inside, just for the demographic and just for the people in the inner city or all people that you touch with your art inside the city, and people will be surprised.
And that's mostly what I want to do, man. I work with kids a lot, so I want to help kids and like let them see like it's other avenues that you could take. Like it's not all about the street. You don't have to do that. So like with me being, I'm also a Christian rapper, so when kids see me do that, they see the tattoos, the jewelry. I want them to see me and be like, okay, like God is using him. God can use anything. So with my art being everywhere, I just like, I look at that as a blessing, man, like, because I know where I could be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Things could have went left and we decided to go
Sideways,
right. You know what I mean?
Completely sideways.
Yeah, definitely hear you on that note, man. I want to go ahead and get back into the thing, man. Brother, the cover art. Is it some God form you do? How do you like doing your cover art? You just explained, you want to get the whole canvas. How do you actually do your cover arts the way you do them?
Usually, like once the artist tells me what they have in mind, I usually just sit. I pray first. I always pray before I do anything. I pray, and then start with a blank canvas, and I just start creating. And usually they'll send me a song, and I'll listen to the song like 18 or 19 times. It's back to back.
Now, with that being said, with your formula of artwork and doing the cover art, what else can you do going further? Do you think?
What do you mean?
Like, as far as cover art, your art director, your graphic design, your photography, your videography, where can you go with it? What do you see yourself doing next? Especially how 2020 was for you. Not financially, but getting back to work like you said.
Yeah, like I said, the main thing is, like I said, I was a Christian rapper for a long time. That's what really got me into art. I got tired of paying people for art, paying for photography, so I taught myself. So that's really what I want to get back into. Get back into just spreading the gospel, man. God in everything I do. I want people to look at me and see God's love in me, because without him, bro, I couldn't tell you. Man. I was homeless on a park bench, and here I am today.
Right, just like that, God's testimony, just like that, man. Right here, I'm gonna work with Markie with Ty Johnson Sr., man. Like I said, I want to say thanks for coming on to the show, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
I appreciate your time, and like I say, Godspeed, man, everything you do, man. Go with grace, bro.
God bless you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey girl, what are you doing?
Nothing, just watching this MUHLARKEY with Markie. Have you checked out the new episode?
I haven't.
They compared to shit like the Army, the Navy, the Marines. You might have heard of that.